Be me, 26, work night shift at a gas station off the interstate. Middle of nowhere Midwest, the kind of place where cornfields swallow the horizon. Job is 90% staring at security monitors, 10% selling lottery tickets to insomniacs. Pay is garbage. Coffee is free but tastes like battery acid. I like the silence. Day shift is chaotic, people screaming about gas prices. Night shift is just the hum of the refrigerator motors and the bugs hitting the neon sign outside. Buzz, zap. Buzz! It's a rhythm. I live in a small apartment above a laundromat. My life is a loop. Wake up at 4 p.m., eat cereal, play video games until 9 p.m., shower, drive to work, stand behind counter until 7 a.m. Repeat, no girlfriend. Few friends, mostly online. I tell myself, I'm content. Low stress, no expectations, just me and the fluorescent lights. It's a Tuesday. Rain is hammering the metal roof. 3:14 a.m. Store is empty. I'm reorganizing the candy bars by color because I'm bored. Bell above the door jingles. Cold wind blows in. Look up. See a figure in a yellow rain slicker. Drenched. Pulls the hood down. It's a girl. Maybe my age, maybe younger. Hair plastered to her forehead. Wearing scrubs under the coat. Blue scrubs. Nurse? Doctor? Vet tech? Don't care. She walks to the coffee station. Moves slow. Like her bones are heavy. Pours the dark roast. We usually toss that out at 3 a.m. because it turns to sludge. She doesn't check the time. Pours it anyway. Adds 3 sugars. No cream. Walks to the counter. Places a pack of gum and the coffee down. Hands are shaking slightly. Not from cold. Just this, she says. Voice is raspier than I expected. I ring it up. $3.50. She hands me a 5. Keep the change. I can't. Register has to balance. She looks at me. Really looks at me. Eyes are gray. Tired. Okay, she whispers. I count out the coins. Hand them over. Our fingers brush. Her skin is ice cold. She takes the coffee. Thanks. Walks out into the rain. I watch her headlights fade down the highway. Go back to organizing candy bars. Putting the Snickers next to the Milky Ways. Feel weirdly awake now. 3 nights later, Friday. The bar crowd came and went around 2 a.m., cleaned up a spilled slushie in aisle 3. 3:30 a.m. Door opens. It's her again. Blue scrubs. No raincoat this time, just a gray hoodie over the scrubs. Hair is up in a messy bun. Loose strands falling in her face. She goes straight for the energy drinks. Grabs 2 white monsters. Comes to the counter. Also grabs a bag of beef jerky. Spicy kind. Places items on the counter. I scan them. Beep. 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 Rough shift? I ask. Shouldn't have asked. Usually don't talk to customers beyond the total. She blinks. Looks at her shoes. Trauma center, she says. Ah. Full moon, she adds. Ah! I don't know what that means really, but I nod like I do. Total is $12.50. She pays with a card. Chip reader is broken. Have to swipe. It doesn't read. Swipe again, I say. She swipes. Error. She sighs. A heavy, deflationary sigh. Shoulders slump. Machine is finicky, I say. Wrap the card in a receipt. I do the trick. Swipe. Approved. She looks relieved. Like I just solved a math equation. Thanks, she says. See you around. She pauses at the door. Turns back. I'm Sarah. Anon. She nods. Leaves. I write Sarah on a napkin. Then throw it away. Why did I do that? Weird. 2 weeks pass. She comes in every other night. Always between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. The pattern forms. Routine is God. She buys monsters, jerky, sometimes gummy worms. We exchange maybe 10 words, max. Cold out. Yeah. Coffee fresh? Just brewed it. Thanks. That's it. But I start brewing a fresh pot at 2:50 a.m. Just in case. I tell myself it's for the truckers, but no truckers come at 3 a.m. Just her. One night she comes in, no scrubs, oversized t-shirt and sweatpants. Crocs. Looks like she just rolled out of bed, but she's buying sleep medicine and ice cream. Ben & Jerry's, the expensive stuff. Comes to the counter, eyes are red, puffy. She's been crying. I freeze. Social protocol unclear. Do I ask? Do I ignore? Panic. I scan the items. Need a spoon? I ask. Stupid. Who eats a pint of ice cream while driving? She looks at me. Lets out a wet laugh. Yeah, I need a spoon. I grab a plastic spoon from the dispenser. Hand it to her. Rough night? I'm repeating dialogue options. NPC energy. She nods. Lost a patient. Kid. Oh. The air in the store gets heavy. The hum of the fridge seems louder. I don't know what to say. That sucks, I say. Master of eloquence. Yeah, she says. It sucks. She stands there, not leaving, just holding the cold pint of ice cream. I can't go home yet, she whispers. Too quiet. I look around. Store is empty. You can sit at the tables, I say. We have 2 plastic tables near the window, usually occupied by flies. I won't kick you out. She looks at the tables, then at me. Okay, she goes to the table, opens the ice cream, eats it in silence. I go back to the counter, pretend to read a car magazine, actually just watching her reflection in the glass door. She sits there for an hour, just eating and staring at the rain. At 4:30 a.m., she stands up, throws the empty carton away, walks to the counter. Thanks, Anon. No problem. You're a good listener. I didn't say anything. Sure, I say. She leaves. I feel useful for the first time in months. Month 2. Routine shifts. She comes in. Instead of grabbing her stuff and leaving, she leans on the counter. What are you reading? I look down at my book. Old sci-fi paperback. Dune. Nerd, she says. No malice. Just teasing. It's a classic, I defend. I only read medical journals and shampoo bottles, she says. She grabs a Snickers. How's the job? She asks. Riveting. Saw a raccoon fight a stray cat in the parking lot earlier. She smiles. It's the first time I've seen a real smile. Changes her whole face. Crinkles at the eyes. Who won? Raccoon. Absolute unit. She laughs. A real sound. I bet. She pays. See you later, raccoon watcher. See you, Sarah. My chest feels weird. Like heartburn. Probably the gas station hot dogs. Next week. I bring in a portable speaker. Playing lo-fi hip-hop quietly. She comes in. Elevator music? It's for focus. Focus on what? The lottery tickets? Precisely. She buys a coffee. Hey, she says. My car's making a weird noise. What kind of noise? Like a dying goose. Pop the hood. Now? I'm not doing anything. I put the back in 5 minutes sign on the door. We go outside. 3 a.m. air is crisp. Stars are out. Her car is a beat-up Civic. She pops the hood. I look inside. Start it up. She turns the key. Screech. Okay. Kill it. I poke around. Loose belt, and you're low on steering fluid. She looks at me. You know cars? My dad was a mechanic. I absorbed some of it by osmosis. I go back inside, grab a bottle of fluid from the shelf. Come back out. Top it off. Belt needs tightening, but that should stop the screaming for now. She watches me. Arms crossed to keep warm. How much do I owe you? For the fluid? $6. For the labor? Free. You're weird, she says. Why? You're just nice. Without wanting anything. I shrug. Wipe grease on my pants. It's a slow night. We stand there for a second. Just breathing in the gasoline fumes and night air. I should go, she says. Yeah. She gets in the car. Starts it. No screech. She gives me a thumbs up through the window. Drives off. I go back inside. Realize I locked the door. Keys are inside. Panic. Wait. No. Back door is always unlocked because the lock is broken. Walk around. Get back in. Crisis averted. Feel like an idiot, but a happy idiot. Month 4. It's her birthday. How do I know? She told me last week. Turning 25 on Thursday. Going to celebrate by working a double shift? Thursday rolls around. 3 a.m. She walks in, looks exhausted, zombie mode. She comes to the counter. Coffee. IV drip if you have it, fresh out of IVs. I reach under the counter, pull out a Hostess cupcake, stuck a single unlit match in it. Happy birthday. She stops, stares at the cupcake. You remembered. I have a good memory for trivial data. She picks up the cupcake. You don't have a lighter? Gas station. Fire hazard. She laughs. Make a wish anyway, I say. She closes her eyes, stands there for a long time. 10 seconds. 20, finally opens them. Blows on the unlit match. What did you wish for? Sleep, she lies. I can tell she's lying. Good wish. She eats the cupcake in 2 bites. Best cake I've had all year. It's the preservatives. They add flavor. She leans over the counter. Rests her chin on her arms. You ever want to do more than this, Anon? Then what? This. The box? The night shift. I look around. I don't know. It's peaceful. I don't like noise. I deal with noise all day, she says. Screaming, sirens, beeping monitors. She looks at me. This is the only quiet place I have. My heart does a stupid flutter thing. Glad to be of service. She reaches out, pokes my arm. You're a fixture, like the slushy machine. Thanks, I think. It's a compliment. The slushy machine is reliable. She checks her pager. Breaks over. Back to the chaos. Stay safe. Try not to get eaten by raccoons. She leaves. I look at the wrapper of the cupcake. Feel a strange sense of loss. Shake it off. Go mop the floor for the 3rd time. Month 6. Summer now. AC is broken. Store is an oven. I have a box fan set up on the counter. She comes in wearing shorts and a tank top. Off duty. It's disgusting in here, she announces. Tell me about it. Chocolate bars are melting. She buys a bag of ice. For a party? For my bathtub. I'm going to lay in it until I freeze. Sounds fatal. Enjoy. She hesitates. Doesn't leave. Hey, are you hungry? Always. There's a taco truck down the road. They're still open. I can't leave the store. I'll bring you some. You don't have to do that. I want tacos. Eating alone is sad. I'll bring them here. She leaves, returns 20 minutes later. Foil-wrapped bundles. Smells like heaven. We sit on the floor behind the counter, hidden from the windows, eating tacos at 3:30 a.m. Grease running down our hands. These are good, I say. Spicy pork, she says. The best. We talk about movies. She likes horror. I like sci-fi. We argue about The Thing. She thinks the dog was the best actor. I think she's crazy. It's the most I've talked to another human being in years. You have salsa on your chin, she says. I go to wipe it. No, here. She reaches out with a napkin. Wipes my chin. Her hand lingers for a split second. Too long to be accidental, too short to be a move. I stop chewing. Look at her. She pulls back, clears her throat. Anyway, good tacos. Yeah, the air is thick. Thicker than the heat. Bell rings. Customer. Trucker looking for dip. We scramble up. She pretends to be looking at the cigarettes. I serve the trucker. He leaves. She looks at me. I should go. My ice is melting. Right. Thanks for the dinner company. You bought the food. Details. She leaves. I stand there. Smell of tacos and her perfume lingering. Vanilla and antiseptic. Weird combination. I like it. Month 8. Fall. She comes in looking different. Hair cut short. Wearing makeup which she never does. You look nice, I say. Date night, she says. Stomach drops. Through the floor. Into the basement. Oh, cool. Who's the lucky guy? Some doctor. My mom set us up. Nice. Voice sounds hollow. Yeah. We went to an Italian place. Pasta. Solid choice. She buys a water. It was terrible, she says. The pasta? The date. He talked about his golf handicap for 2 hours. Relief. Rushing back in like a tide. Golf is serious business. I wanted to stab myself with a fork. She cracks the water open. I ditched him. Said I got paged. Did you? Nope. I just wanted to come here. She leans against the counter. Why here? I ask. I don't know. It makes sense here. The world is crazy out there. Here, everything is in its place. She traces a scratch on the countertop. And you're here. I swallow. Throat dry. I'm always here. I know. That's why I like it. She looks up. Eyes lock. You know, you never ask for my number. I didn't want to be unprofessional. Anon. We ate tacos on the floor. We passed unprofessional 5 months ago. She grabs a Sharpie from the cup. Grabs my hand. Writes a number on my palm. Ink tickles. Text me. When you're not working. I sleep when I'm not working. Text me when you wake up then. She caps the marker. Smirks. Don't wash your hand. She leaves. I stare at my hand. Numbers written in black ink. I don't wash my hand for 2 days. Eventually copy it into my phone. Text her it's the raccoon watcher. She replies immediately, took you long enough. We start texting. Just memes at first. Then pictures of our day. I send her a pic of a weird-looking potato chip. She sends me a pic of the sunrise from the hospital roof. We don't hang out outside of the store, though. It feels like a barrier we're afraid to cross. The store is our neutral ground, safe zone. But the dynamic changes. She stays longer, brings her laptop sometimes, does paperwork while I stock shelves. We exist in the same space. Comfortable silence. One night, 2 a.m., drunk guy comes in. Aggressive, yelling about the price of beer. Throws a can at me. Misses, hits the cigarettes. I'm used to it. Step out from behind the counter. Sir, you need to leave. He gets in my face. Pushes me. I stumble back. Suddenly, Sarah is there. She was in the back aisle. She steps between us. Back off! She uses her paramedic voice, the voice that commands authority. Guy blinks. Or what, bitch? Or I call the cops and tell them you assaulted a clerk. They're already on their way for a coffee run. Lie. Guy looks at her, looks at me, spits on the floor, leaves, adrenaline fading. I look at Sarah. She's shaking. You okay? I ask. I hate drunks, she says. You didn't have to do that. He pushed you. I can handle myself. I know. But you shouldn't have to. She turns to check on me. Hands on my shoulders, checking for injuries. Professional habit. I'm fine, Sarah. She doesn't let go. We're standing very close. Under the flickering fluorescent light. Smell of stale beer and her vanilla perfume. She looks at my lips, then my eyes. You're an idiot, she whispers. I know. She leans in, kisses me, soft, hesitant, then harder. Hands in my hair. My hands find her waist. It feels like electricity, better than the buzz of the neon sign. She pulls back, breathless. Finally, she says, I was working up to it. You move at the speed of a glacier, Anon. Glaciers change landscapes. She laughs, rests her forehead against mine. Shift ends at 7? Yeah, I'll pick you up. We're going for breakfast. I usually sleep. Not today. 1 year later. Still work at the gas station. But I'm taking online classes now. IT certification. Sarah pushed me to do it. You're too smart to sell lottery tickets forever, she said. She's moved in. My apartment is small, but we make it work. It smells like vanilla and coffee now. She still comes to the store sometimes on her shifts. But now she kisses me over the counter. Customers look awkward. I don't care. It's Tuesday. Rain is hammering the roof. 3:14 a.m. Bell jingles. She walks in. Soaked? Tired eyes? But she sees me and smiles. The kind of smile that lights up the neon void. Hey, she says. Hey, coffee fresh? Always. She pours a cup, comes around the counter, sits on the stool next to me, leans her head on my shoulder. We watch the rain hit the window, watch the headlights on the highway. I love you, she mumbles into my shirt. I know, I say. I love you too. She falls asleep right there. I keep stocking the cigarettes with one hand, holding her with the other. The hum of the fridge is still there. But it's not the only sound anymore. I have her breathing. Life isn't a loop anymore. It's a line. Going somewhere. My face when I realized the night shift was just the waiting room for the rest of my life. End.